Laura Kilman, and this is a video for my advanced exercise psychology class at Cal Baptist University. Today I'm going to be doing an interview with Christian. He is not a physically active person. He does work out occasionally, but he's not very physically active, so I'm going to read a list of questions for you to answer, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read off 5 different exercise programs, and I want you to pick one that you would be interested in. So the first one I'm going to go over is strength training. So usually with strength training, it improves your strength and endurance, and it's usually associated with weights. It can be done in the gym or at home. Koffler and others explain that it's great for gastrointestinal health. There's swimming. Swimming is a cardio workout using the whole body and all their muscles. It's a mixture of aerobic and anaerobic exercise, and it helps with endurance as well, and it's usually done in a pool. Yoga. Yoga is great for muscle strength and flexibility and can be done at a gym or at home. Running is a form of aerobic exercise that can improve overall health. It helps with levels of cholesterol and increases lung function. Copeland and others explain that it helps for weight loss as well, and it could be done outside or on a track or even in a gym. Walking is the final program I'm going to be going over, and it helps maintain a healthy body weight. It strengthens muscles and bones. Teschner and others explains that it helps with cardiovascular health. It can be done outside in a gym or on a track. So out of those 5 exercise programs that I just went over, which one would apply to you more?
Like the one that I'm most interested in doing?
Yes.
If I had the option to swim, I would love to swim all the time. I think that is the best workout, but just because of availability, I don't have access to a pool right now, so I would have to go with running because I like to run outside.
Okay, so you would rather run, so would you feel more comfortable to run in a gym, or would you feel more comfortable to run outside at home?
I prefer to run outside and kind of, especially on like different hiking trails or stuff like that, so I get a different scenery. When you're in the gym and on a treadmill, I get kind of bored just looking at the same thing over and over again, and I don't want to watch. I know some of them come with TVs now. I don't want to watch TV while I'm running, so I like to be outside when I run.
That's good. So what exercise do you feel more comfortable performing?
Out of the running?
Well, in general.
Most comfortable? Probably swimming. I feel really comfortable swimming, and I can get a really good workout when I swim because I'm having fun, but I like to test myself by doing a couple sprint sets. I used to swim in high school, and I used to be a competitive coach, so I know different workouts I can give myself to mix in some sprint sets to kind of push my body hard over a short period of time, or some longer sets in the pool to lengthen it out and get a couple thousand yards in.
Oh, very nice. What are some examples of exercise you don't feel comfortable performing?
I don't enjoy lifting weights. I've done it. I worked out when I was in high school and on the football team, or a little bit with the swim team. We got into weightlifting, and I was able to lift and get up to some pretty good numbers working out with my friends, but I never really enjoyed, I guess, just the movements. It wasn't as fun for me, just lifting heavy weight. I do like to lift heavy things, but I prefer doing it like rock climbing or like a world's strongest man, kind of just lifting random heavy stuff is a little more fun for me. It's a little more of a challenge than just doing a bench press or just doing a squat. So I've never really enjoyed weightlifting.
Oh, neither do I. Who could potentially help you learn the correct technique?
I have a couple friends who have become personal trainers, so they're really big on technique. Swimming, I know a lot of other swimmers who I can swim with who can watch me while I swim, and they can improve it if I can't catch anything. So I usually like to have a workout buddy who can kind of spot me, and if I'm doing anything too different or something wrong, they can tell me, or I can do it for them, vice versa.
That actually leads me into this next question that I have. So this is going to go more into your extrinsic motivation. So according to Anshel, extrinsic motivation is an incentive to change your thoughts about things. So it's more of a reward-driven behavior. So like you want praise or money in order to exercise, like things like that. So who could be a support system or training partner to help keep you accountable for performing in the program you decided to choose?
I know I know a couple workout partners who are really good about just staying consistent in their workout schedules and workout regimens. So if I were to hook up with them, I could probably join their program, and they'd be really accepting, and I could start doing that. The only problem is normally, my work schedule, so that gets in the way of working out with the current people I know, and they're kind of strict. I could show up every Tuesday for leg day, but I kind of want to get a full body workout if I'm going to go all the way like that. So, just definitely finding a workout partner, though, who they're as motivated as you are, but, they're just, they're up with the program. So that's what I would say. Just the best support system is just working out with someone else, and that way you kind of have a hobby going. It's not just the workout. You're also spending time with that person, and that's a big thing for me, is having a connection with someone. I love to stay in touch. So it's a really cool thing when, it's a longtime friend, but hey, I'll run with you once a week. We can kind of catch up. Instead of, I know right now with COVID-19 we can't go out, but instead of going out to catch a bite to eat, hey, let's jog a couple miles. We could talk while we're jogging.
Yeah, it's always better to work out with someone that you enjoy working out with. So this next question is going to go into your intrinsic motivation. So Ansel explains that intrinsic motivation is like personal satisfaction or pleasure or fun. So it's the act of doing something without any external rewards. So what are some examples of experiences that you may have that have improved your confidence, enjoyment, and sense of accomplishment and competence in performing exercise routines and reaching both short and long-term exercise goals?
Some examples of personal accomplishment would be when I was working out. I did a triathlon at one point a while back, so that was months and months leading up to the actual event, and then actually competing and doing pretty well. I got pretty close to what I wanted to with my base time. So that was a great long-term goal, and really just when I was training for that, I really just enjoyed knowing I was, hey, today I'm gonna run 3 miles, and I'd run 3 miles. Hey, today I'm gonna bike 12 miles, and I'd bike the 12 miles. So it was just nice to set my little goal and hit it. Now, another short one would be when I found rock climbing. I did indoor rock climbing, and I love that way more than regular strength training. But it really improved my strength, and it was a cool thing to have kind of a mental aspect to, it was like a problem solving approach to strength training. You know, I have to get from this rock to that rock. How am I going to be able to reach for it? How can I contour my body kind of to reach a little farther? Or hey, is there something else I'm missing? So that would be an example of a short term, because like I would do those formations and it was just for that day, and it really didn't matter how many times I got up the wall, or if I was working on one and it was a specific route and it was especially hard, I could always move on to another one and keep training. So there was no failure, you know. It was just, hey, we're going to keep working until they take that route away or we get over it, and then we're going to go on to a new route, and then I would just be done for the day. So short term would be the rock climbing, and a long term goal would be the triathlon. That felt really good about.
Oh, that sounds very enjoyable. And it sounds like you're very comfortable with those exercises. What are some barriers that you have kept you from being physically active?
The greatest barrier I ever had was when I had my surgery. So I couldn't be out and about, and that was kind of hard. I was, you know, laying around trying to let my leg heal because I had a knee surgery. I even pushed it. I tried to come back quicker than it was recommended by the doctors, but that might have been counterproductive. So once I finally let my body heal, it was better for me, but that was the only long-term absence I really took. In terms of staying active, I mean, even when I have no workout equipment, I've always done some push-ups, a little bit of running, just to stay in a decent shape. So yeah, it was really just the surgery was my biggest obstacle, you'd say.
Well, it's good that even though you had that injury, it didn't stop you from wanting to do what you wanted to do. And like, even though you came back earlier than what the doctor said, you still pushed through that injury in order to get back to where you were at before. So that was a good thing. But it was better that you did rest, because then you ended up figuring out that it was better that you rested, and you were able to do more when you did rested. So even though you do still feel that injury, do you think it gets in the way of you working out sometimes?
I haven't had it impede my workouts. I've just been, I mean, on a run, like if I feel it acting up, depending on what I'm training for, I'll make a decision, hey, we can tone it down, or if I'm getting ready for some sort of physical event coming up, then I'll say, you know what, well, this is just, you know, discomfort right now. I can deal with discomfort. I'm not actually in pain yet. So definitely I try to keep track of it, and I don't want to overdo it, and I try not to let it slip into an injury. But if I have discomfort, normally I'll work through discomfort.
So you have a very good self-motivation that you use to talk through yourself when you do exercise.
Yeah, I'm constantly kind of checking on my body while I'm exercising, like thinking about, hey, how am I feeling right now? What's my breathing like right now? I'm trying to stay in a place where I can not kind of overdo myself too quick in the workout. Normally I want to try to pace myself and for a more sustained workout. I want a longer one typically.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have that self-motivation that you have that keeps them working out. Because some people, once they do feel that discomfort, they just stop altogether and they're like, I can't do it. But with you, you're able to talk through it and say, well, I do feel discomfort, but it's not hurting me as much, and you're able to run through the injury in order to get what you want done and to reach that goal that you have. So that is a very good accomplishment, to be able to have that self-motivation that not everybody has. So I applaud you for that.
No, thank you.
So those were my interview questions. Thank you for taking the time to allow me to interview you and ask you some questions.
No, thank you for having me.
So that was my video for my advanced exercise psychology class at Cal Baptist University. I just did an interview with Christian, who is not physically active, but he is getting there. So I hope this video helps you to find some self-motivation that Christian has to get out there and go and work out. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you.